guys, we're going to look on kawazu gake, and then we're going to get the newer guy started. Kawazu gake, real quick, is totally illegal in judo. Okay, it's one of what they call in judo one of the Kinshi Waza. Kinshi means forbidden techniques. Kinshi Waza. So it's kind of a cool name, but they're bad things. The way we're going to show you is the first way that could hurt a guy, and we don't want you to do that. Okay, my right anterior cruciate was totally torn out in 1978 when a guy did this to me. So I know it's a bad thing, and because the guy maliciously tried to do this to me, and he tore my knee up, and that's the way it is. So life is such, and we go on. But we can do it when we do it in Sambo and other forms of grappling where we do it safely. It can be done safely. Okay, so we're going to show the bad way, then we're going to show the good way. Okay, so Derek, can you come on in here, and we're going to do the bad way with yeah, Eric. All right, and we're not going to throw you with this, Eric. We're going to come on in. Now watch, when Derek is going to do an ouchigari, major and a reap. Mike, you might want to catch this, how they wrap this. When you're doing an ouchigari, do a good one where the toes pointed down, the way it should be. You know, there you go. You got the way you want to hook, a foot, take it. But when you do the kawazu gake guy, which could hurt him, you wrap it in here tight. See, it's just like a snake around a tree. Okay. Now, if he were to try to do the ouchigari and throw him back, he'd probably tear his knee up as he's throwing him backward. Okay, that's why it's banned in judo. Okay, all right. Now, what happened to me is I cut away from it, cut away, and he kept trying that, and he kept twisting, and he kept twisting, and he just took my knee out. Okay, so that's why I know it's a bad thing. It works. So if he did that, and there you go. So that's what we don't want to see. Now, a good version of kawazu gake is if Derek was coming in to do some type of a forward throw, like an uchimata or something, and Eric is going to lift him up just to pick him up to like slam him. Now, look at what Derek's doing here is just a leg lacing or a kawazu gake here, just wrapping what we call a leg jam, okay? And it stops him, it keeps him from lifting him up, and it stops him from throwing him backward. Because what Eric wants to do is like throw him with an uranagi rear throw, and he's stopping that from happening by doing that. And the referee would call mate, or in Sama we'd blow the whistle and stop the match. So there you have that. Okay, that stops it. So that's a legal use of kawazu gake. I'm not sure. Is that right, Don?
Yep.
IJF allows that now?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay. So that's where it's safe. That's where it's a safe application of it. Where we do it like in Sambo or other forms of grappling, where we do like what they call the Carbarelli in judo, we call a thigh lift, or kagagi nagi actually. Can you demo without killing him too badly? So because Derek's thrown guys with this competition, this wrap here, and watch, see how he lifts and he throws them. Nobody got hurt, other than a hard throw, But he did a beautiful kawazu gake. See that? There's tied up there. He's locked him. What the purpose now of kawazu gake is he's parking him there. Derek is parking Eric, and he's stopping him from moving. So by doing this, it keeps Eric from bouncing around doing something, and you notice he's had a nice Georgian grip here, and when he's going to stop, he's going to lift, and he's just going to do what's called a kakagi nagi, or lifting one like that. There we have it. So that's legal, and it's safe. That's seen often in Sambo. And you can see this in judo too.
Freestyle wrestling too.
Freestyle wrestling, you'll see this. You'll see the guys wrap each other with the legs. So it is safe to do that. Okay. But if you do it with the intent of wrapping and throwing them backward, often like an ouchigari, you can tear a knee up. So don't do that. That's the bad way to do it. You can do kawazu gake safely. Here's a little bit of trivia. I love trivia. I love this Japanese stuff. Kawazu was actually, from what I understand, and that's I've been told this by several people, the name kawazu doesn't mean like one leg or wrapping or anything like that. It actually was the name of a sumo wrestler who used this technique to throw people. And he was kawazu, somewhere back in 1200, something like that. That might not be true, but that's what I've heard from several people. So gake is to hook. So it was named after this sumo champion Kawazu. Now, I might be totally off the books on that, but I think it's true. But if not, it's a darn good story. Okay, so we'll keep it with that. So that's kawazu gake. Does everybody see that?
Spinning leg lock drill, however you want to put it. So it's the same kind of idea. And if he's in my guard and I'm going for an arm lock, what you'll see a lot of guys do is jump up to the feet and take their arms with them. So go ahead and do that. takes his arms with him. I don't have an arm lock anymore. You know, he's in a good position, he might be able to pass. All right? So you'll see a lot of guys playing with their feet like this and trying to make space, but one of the concepts of Sambo is you eliminate space and you control. So if he's here and I don't have an arm, what is left? Feet, legs, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lace a leg. I pick which leg I want, I'm gonna go for this one. I take the leg that's on the same side and I shoot it through the middle of his legs, okay? As soon as I do that, I grab the outside of his leg and I shrimp in real tight. I want his shin in my armpit. Okay, the leg that went through wraps around his leg, right? If you're not very bendy, don't worry about getting it all nice and pretty and everything. Just try and get your heel on his hip, all right? Keep this elbow or your arm clamped onto his ankle. Put your other foot, which was up here, down onto the inside of his hip, and then push. Down he goes. If I control him on the way down with my legs like I do during an arm bar, he's got a nice 90-degree bend in his leg, which is what I want for a heel hook or an ankle lock, okay? If those fail, then you've got the toe hold or a knee bar, okay? But usually when we're starting out, it's just an ankle lock. So as soon as he gets down, I flatten my hand out, I dig underneath, get my hands together, doesn't matter what grip you like to use, and arch. That's it. And one more time. He's standing over me, same side leg shoots through, shrimp, real tight onto his leg. My other leg wraps around until I can put my heel on his hip, this foot placed right on the inside of his thigh, clamp down, push. Down he goes. Notice how he kind of pulled me a little bit with him? That's because I'm holding onto his ankle. If I let go of the ankle, he'll fall down, his leg will be out, okay? So keep a nice hold of it. And then when I'm ready to finish, scoop under, clamp your knees down, arch. Okay, everybody got it? I'll do one from this side so you can get that angle too. Lace, see? Heel on hip. If I go too far over this way, I can't get him down. I need to be able to push on his hip. Push, yep. Down he goes. Loop under. Don't close your fist, because you'll be like, why is my hand not going underneath there? Flat hand, scoop under. Hands together, and arch. Okay?
This is a fun technique. A lot of people teach kani basami, the crab scissors or scissors throw wrong. Okay? That's where injuries occur. You see it really well done in Sambo, in some styles of jiu-jitsu, such as our shingi-tai. So this is one we like. It is totally illegal in any form of judo, whether it's the IJF or the AAU rules or freestyle judo rules, because of knee injuries. People have hurt their knees pretty bad with broken ankles and legs. So, but the way we're going to do it is safe. It also leads beautifully to a nice straight leg lock, knee lock. So without further ado, if you will, whatever grip you're going to use, but generally a good anchor is this here, okay? Because he's got a good firm grip on his lapel, guys, right? And he's probably started to side quite a bit, so we're kind of working an angle. He's moved over, and now he's ready, okay? Now what he's going to do, he's going to really get low under, his opponent Jeff in this case, and he's going to swing one leg in front, one leg back, and then shoot back. So there you go. Boom. Now, the way we kind of like it here, we like to throw that leg up front. Some people throw the bottom leg in first. That's where you see some injuries take place, because you can really kind of snap an ankle real quick. So watch what Derek does again, guys. This makes it safer, and it's quite effective, actually. He comes up top, he's going to swing out, see it nice and high? Post here, you got to do that. You swing your other leg behind him and catch him. Now you notice he came behind his knees. You can come behind low if you want. There's a greater chance of injury when you do that. So the right leg was across pretty much the belt line. The left leg comes behind the knee. See that? There. Plus, what we're thinking about, he wants to get a leg to finish it. So we want to, by having your legs, that left leg a little higher, you can manipulate the lower extremities of the legs better. So watch what he does. He comes in high like this, drops, comes across. Now he can start with a straight knee bar. Okay, ankle lock, whatever, heel hook, whatever he likes.
Also, when he puts that right leg across his upper leg across, you see him actually point that toe back.
Yeah, good point, Sandy.
He moves that hip.
Yeah, good point. It's kind of an anchor foot. Let's look at that
Then
again.
just sit there like this.
You guys didn't hear that because when he comes across, look at the right foot, he comes across, see it's an anchor hooks. Now, as he posts, that's important. Look, he'll swing behind, his other foot is hooked. See how that, see the foot up here like this? It's not just a hunk of meat. He's using it to really scissor, okay? What we don't want to see, you can do it, but it's more dangerous to your partner. It's not a higher ratio of success. Come low. This is okay if people want to do it. He comes up here like this, and he comes low, catches there. You'll see probably more chance of injuries with that. That's why we come a little higher, okay? It's a safer technique, it's a cleaner technique. You get more points when you throw a guy, like certainly in Sambo, this could be a 4-point move. It's be right into a straight knee bar. So we'll do the throw, and let's do the leg lock as well. So we want to always lead to a submission if we can after a throw. So you can do that. So watch, guys, here. This is an important part. When he throws them, and he takes them down, then watch how he collects it. Very simple. Just collect it, trap it, and lean back. So it's a real simple application to a straight knee bar, straight leg lock. Here, you're going to watch how he just, see how he hooks? See how he traps? He's on his hip. He's not on his back. And he just arches and lets it work. Okay? So it's a real simple setup. Now, simple is not simplistic or simpleton. It just means it's effective. Okay? One more time to go right into leading the knee bar. In there, post, and quickly. So you got, from a Sambo sense, maybe sport jiu-jitsu sense, if they're scoring points for that, it'd be a 4-point throw, 4-point takedown, right into a submission. That's what we want to lead. I mean, all roads lead to submission. Kind of paraphrase what Jake said about all roads lead to juju. But that's all roads lead to a submission if we can. We good? Let's practice that. It's a great technique. You see it's done safely.